Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Judo Q coming back at you live and direct with another short video. This one's gonna be kind of quick. We are here today at my shop, aka my storage facility, and we are working on one of my son's friend's S2000s. I decided to make this quick video of this car. Super clean car. First off, let me just say I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little walk around. It's not going to be the best, but when we're done, I'll go ahead and give you guys a better look at the car. So anyways, what happened with this is the kid actually bought the car. And when he bought this car, for whatever reason, he thought that it ran out of gas because the car shut off. And actually, in fact, he put some gas in it, got towed, and sorry, let's rewind. He got towed to the gas station, got gas, put gas in it, and then the car actually started back up. He drove the car, and then it actually shut off again like a couple minutes after leaving the gas station. So he called my son, pretty much told him that he was having issues with the car. This dude has had like just a series of fucking bad luck with cars. Had a Corvette that caught on fire right after he bought it, then got another car that some other crazy shit happened to. It's like a WRX. Long story short, like the car, he got it, and the guy that he got it from didn't end up actually making payments on the car, and yeah, we all know what happens there. Then got another car, had some bad luck with it, and then got this thing and literally was like 30 minutes away, and then this shit happened. So I was like, my heart tugs. So tell your buddy, bring his car to our hobby shop. This is my son and I's pretty much storage facility hobby shop that we work out of because we get so busy doing other shit. But anyways, but I also noticed, like, when going through here, he's got like the Spoon Edition hard top on here, the soft top delete, which is actually fucking sexy, dude. I like that a lot. But as you all know, like when you put that in, you have to bolt it down. And there's a couple different ways that you can do that, which is actually really cool. You can see it's like actually bolted down right there. So you could see like right here, it's all like bolted. Everything's bolted down. But the thing that sucks is actually right back here. You can see that he still has all the soft top shit right there, which is like in the way. See, it's like all just like right here. So that's in the way, actually covering the fuel pump cover that I need to get to actually finish checking the fuel pump. And as you can see, when we walk back out here, when we pop the trunk right here, you can see the soft top cover in the way. I need to move that to be able to get back here to this guy, to get to the fuel pump, where if you can see the fuel flute and the funnel runs right there. And then goes right here to the top of the fuel pump cover. But literally, look at the room. I can't even turn my hand sideways in here, so I'm like fucked. So what I need to do is actually move the soft top cover, move all that shit out of the way, get to the cover that's covering that, get to the fuel pump, and be able to actually check the fuel pump to see if that's what the issue is or not, which I'm almost at this point 100% sure that's it. So stay tuned. We're going to get this wrapped up. Hopefully we can get this car back running for my guy and get him all lined up and ready to go. And yeah, we'll let you guys know what's up. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we already have the roof off. We're trying to get the rest of the hardtop assembly actually all taken apart. As you can see right there, Noah's working diligently on that side to do that. We're trying to get into this area here is where the fuel pump is actually accessed, where the fuel pump cover is. We have to be able to take the soft top, the stock factory soft top, and lift it up. And then once it's up, we'll be able to get to the panel that's back there that's covering the fuel pump. But for right now, we have to take all the plastics off, take everything apart. It's a lot of work to actually get back to factory. And then once we're back to factory, we can get to that fuel pump. All right, guys, so we're back in it. You can see all the plastics all apart. We finally got the factory soft hardtop up, and there it is. This is the area I've been telling you guys we need to get to. So we're gonna get that plastic cover all out of the way, and then move all the plastic covering the top fuel pump panel, and then we'll be able to finally get to the pump. So stay tuned, we'll be there soon. All right, guys, peace. Okay, welcome back, guys. Quick update. So we finally got all the covers off. If you can look back here, you'll see that Noah's already removed the cover that actually goes on top of this guy. We pulled that out of the way already. You can see that is right here. He's already got it all unplugged. And if you spin around and actually go here inside the car, you can see this area that we were actually talking about. Noah will get back there and show that to you guys. We can actually have a lot more room, and we can access the fuel pump from right there. So what's going to happen right now is we're going to go ahead and get the top of the fuel pump pulled off, and then Noah's going to actually pull the fuel pump up. We'll show you guys the new fuel pump. We'll start getting everything cleaned up, get the new fuel pump in, get everything put back together, and get this thing fired up. So stay tuned. We'll do another quick update once the fuel pump's actually out. Alright guys, so quick update. As you can see, we got the fuel pump out. Here it is. We're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up. I'm gonna crawl out of here. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm pretty penciled in here. Yeah, so 1 second. I'm sure that audio sucks. We're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up. Get the old fuel pump off. As you can see, it's actually inside of here. So we're gonna get the fuel pickup, the strainer off, and you wanna be really careful with this. This is the float right here. This is what tells you where your gas is at. So yeah, we're gonna get this all taken apart, get it cleaned up, get the new fuel pump. We'll show you guys that here in a moment. It's a Wall-Barrel 255. Once we get all this out, and yeah, we'll do another quick update with that and show you guys it all in. Maybe we'll do a couple little quick snippets of us actually putting it in, not me talking. And then yeah, we'll get this thing all back together like I've already said a few times, and get her on the road. There it is.
Why is it so small?
So this is the stock fuel pump. You can see how small that is. Still got some fuel in it. This is now no good. I could show you how to actually test these while they're out of the car, just if you want to be sure it's your fuel pump. But in this case, we already know it's the fuel pump. We've already tested it, as you can see in this video. But for some of you guys that just want to know, like, oh, I want to see it's the fuel pump, essentially what you do real quick is you just hook up power and ground to one of these guys, and you'll hear the pump, you know, kick on. There's other shit you can do too, but that in short, that's what you do. Okay. Just because it kicks on doesn't mean that it's good, because as you can see in here, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But 9 times out of 10, it'll kick on and then stop and then kick on and then maybe not, you know. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up, get the new fuel pump in. We have the new fuel pump over here, just to show you guys really quick. When we took the hard top off, as you guys could see earlier, there's like a weather stripping that goes around here, obviously for obvious reasons. So this stuff is all just like torn up all the way around. We got some new weather stripping right here. We got some new tape right here. Make sure we get everything taped down. We're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up on there too. Pretty much probably won't go into showing you guys how that all looks, but real quick, as we said, we got the fuel pump. We got the new hose right here, the fuel pickup right here, or strainer, if you will, whatever you want to call it. Obviously some new hose clamps, the new fitting ring right there to keep the strainer on. And here is the actual pump itself. This is the wall barrel fuel pump right here. You can see it. And this is a 255. And if you just look at the difference, I mean, look at it, it's obvious, you know, huge difference right there. And you can see I'm standing up, just kind of side by side. And you can actually see that this one's way fatter too. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up, get that all put in, and yeah, we'll get back to you guys. Stay tuned. So now that we got it in, I'm just making sure that I can plug this in and that everything is okay before I actually secure that piece down. And as you can see, it plugs right in. We still have the ground, the clamp, everything fits back beautifully. So now I will get this pulled out. And we want to be really careful with this float. Usually what I like to do is just put like the hex head on here. But in this case, it looks like a 1/4 inch, I believe. But in this case, we'll just use this. It doesn't have to be mega tight. It is in a tank, but I just like everything to be tight. Okay, and so that plugged in. Looks like this guy right here. Just gonna plug right back in. This guy right here is gonna plug right back in. Okay, that's tight, that's tight. We got everything plugged in. The ground is there. Now we just gotta put back on the strainer, put everything back there, and this guy will be ready to drop back in. Okay. But we still want to make sure, see it clicks in, clicks in, clicks in. You hear it snap. Okay, we're good to go. Everything's ready to go back together. Tight, tight, tight. Let's go. All right, yo, what up, guys? Welcome back. So today's a new day. As we already told you when we left off last time, we were getting the fuel pump. You guys seen us getting it all set into the car. Now what we did was we came back and actually got everything bolted up. We're ready to actually test the fuel pump before we put everything back together. So we're gonna check for leaks, make sure the fuel pump is kicking on. So right now, as you can see in here, we have everything bolted up and actually just plugged in. Everything's back together. I'll actually have, let me go around from the top right now and just kind of show you guys how it looks. Here's this angle. So we're just gonna make sure that neither of the supply or the return line are leaking, and just make sure that everything's functioning. So go ahead, I'm gonna have the camera back here just so you guys can kind of hear it kick on for the first time. You guys are actually gonna be witnessing it first. So if it leaks, you guys let me know, okay? So hold on, stay tuned. I'm gonna go inside and actually give it power and we'll see what happens. Okay, you're good. All right, guys, here we go. So we got power hooked back up. Let's give it some power and see what happens. All right, what up, guys? Welcome back. So what we're gonna do now is we actually got the whole fuel pump assembly and everything actually installed. Over here, as you can see, we got everything cleaned up, put in. We're gonna go ahead and start testing for fuel right now. This is a new day. Yesterday we were testing for fuel. We did have problems. It looked like we were having a circuit issue. If you come back in here, we were checking for continuity. Seemed like we had a little bit of a, we did have a little bit of a, there was a short. So what we did was we traced all the wiring back here to the block. We went from the block to the ECU, checked all of the relays, started checking the main fuses and things like that. We got the main fuse all pulled apart. As you can see right there, the main relay actually, once we took it apart, we did notice that there was a broken connection inside of there. So that seemed to be a big part of the problem. But nevertheless, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and, you know, these fuel pumps are very common to go out on these cars. So it was a good thing that we did change the fuel pump. We also did change the fuel hanger assembly. It kind of sucks because it's a long process. It's a process of elimination. First, when we got this thing going and we were testing everything, we were actually getting voltage to the back. So it was really weird. And we were actually getting the pump to kick on, and then the pump would turn off and it would kick on. It was like a sporadic thing. So that's how we, it's hard to determine at that point if there is a short or what's going on. We just went ahead and replaced the pump because that seemed to be the typical issue on these guys. And when we went in to check for fuel, we ran into a huge problem. We weren't getting, the 12 volts back there. We checked for polarity. We had polarity as far as like the relay went at first, and then we were checking the consistency of the wires. That's what you check, the continuity, to make sure there's no breaks or anything like that. And that's where we figured out that we had a problem. So that's when we went in and started tracing everything back. But anyways, everything sounds good. Noah's gonna go ahead and let you guys hear right now. We're gonna go ahead and check for fuel. We do have 12 volts back there now. He's gonna light it up, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hear what happens. All right, Noah, here you go. We ready for fuel?
Yes, sir.
All right, power up. This thing should be really loud when it kicks on. Nice. That is a beautiful sound. So I think we're ready to start. Let's go ahead and try to kick it. Let's see, guys. Woo! Battery sounded a little dead, but she's purring. Figured out. We're gonna go ahead and get everything buttoned up now. We want to get he's got like, I think it's I forgot the name of these tops. It's like Flex USA or something like that, but it's a Mugen Rep hard top. So we're gonna get this put back on. Again, if you were watching in the video, we had to remove that to actually access the fuel pump. We had to get the soft top up, that way we could get in that panel. And yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and get a soft top back down for him, get all of this weather stripping peeled off. We have some new weather stripping over here that we're going to get all put on for them, so everything is all sealed up and weatherproof. And yeah, we'll do one final video, or one final shoot at the end, so you guys can see how this thing looks all put back together, and let you guys hear a rip. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. So as you can see, we already got this thing all complete, wrapped up with everything done, minus actually putting the hard top on. I just kind of wanted to leave it right here and let you guys admire how beautiful this thing is with the hard top off of it, even though I think with the hard top myself personally they look better, but some people like all in all, just to be completely honest, this dude has went through really terrible luck, but I think everything happens for a reason. He ended up getting a really beautiful car. I think with all the stumbles that he's went through, this one, even though it had a little hiccup, I mean, it's absolutely worth it. I guess this was like a drawing car or something like that, a raffle car that he entered into. But if you can just look at all of the accessories, let me just kind of show you guys up underneath it. I mean, everything is just mint on this thing. It's all custom stainless catback exhaust that he has on there. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's got some beautiful suspension on it too, all around. In the back, I believe the suspension is, let me just look really quick. I'm not real familiar with it. It's called like Swift, which looks pretty decent, but up front, I know it does have the Skunk 2, which I'm very familiar with. That's a very good suspension, especially for a car like this. handling. If you want to be like aggressive through the corners or even just do like pulls, I mean, it's really solid. It's going to handle beautiful. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and finish getting this wrapped up. We're going to get the hard top on it right now. Go ahead and take off to the car wash, get it all washed up for the guy. And then let him go ahead and come pick it up and enjoy what he should have been enjoying from the beginning. So I hope he likes what we've done to it. We've really put a lot of work into it. I mean, as you can see, like, you probably can't tell, but we had to go through and put all brand new weather stripping for the hard top. And a lot of other work. I mean, there was like some wiring issues that we probably didn't address in the video, but that happened once we got like the fuel pump and stuff like that in. But now this thing's good to go. I think he's gonna enjoy it for a long time coming. So yeah, let's get it wrapped up and let him come pick it up.